yes.
With Maureen O'Hara, here is Katie on the toll-free in Toronto. Hi, Katie. Welcome to CBS. Hello.
Oh, thank you, Tom. Oh, it's such a thrill to be talking to you.
Thanks, Katie. What's on your mind, love?
Okay, I'm also thrilled to be talking to Maureen O'Hara.
How could you not be?
I'm a huge fan. I wanted to ask her, what was her father like? Was he a larger-than-life character like John Ford and John Wayne and so many of the men in her acting life?
He was larger than all of them.
He
was a fabulously handsome man with jet black curly hair and blue eyes like sparkling diamonds, and he was a great Irish footballer, played for County Meath, and then went to Dublin, and he was caught one day at a soccer match, and there was a terrible battle over that, and then he said, that's it, I'm never going back to a Gaelic football game again, I am going to now go to soccer, and he became part owner of the champion soccer team of Ireland. And I grew up on soccer, loved it.
Oh, I love soccer too, yeah. What did you think of your acting career? Did he approve of it?
Well, to begin with, he didn't. And then he used to sneak into the back of the theatre when I was working in the theatre in Dublin, and we discovered him one time and knew that basically he was proud of me.
Oh, that's lovely. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
And Tom?
Yes, Katie.
I just want to say, yes, no one does interviews like you, and you're going to be sorely missed. And could I possibly have an autographed picture?
If you leave your name and address, I'll put you on hold here and leave your name and address with the switchboard operator, and I'll make sure you get one, Katie. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much, Tom.
All right. Bye-bye now.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Let me ask you here, we've talked about your husband, Charlie, and the fact that he was a great aviator, you know,
that's right.
Fastest trip across the Atlantic in a flying boat, huh?
Yeah, well, he made the first non-stop flight of the Atlantic in a Sikorsky S-44, a four-engine flying boat. And he made 5 of the fastest crossings of the Atlantic. And he took the first plane into Port Laiuti, which was they were all Sikorsky S-44. And that was with a company called American Export Airlines, which was really Naval Air Transport Command. But that way, as an airline, they were able to go into the neutral ports of Europe during the war and pick up all of the people that had to be brought to the United States to discuss the military problems.
Now, whatever happened to his airplane? Funny I should ask, huh?
Well, there were 3 Sikorsky S-44s, and all were lost except one, and that was the one that he made the non-stop flight in.
Whatever happened to it?
Well, it got lost, and it wound up eventually in South America, and it was brought back by Avalon Air Transport, brought it back, and then he discovered where it was, and he bought it and brought it down to the Virgin Islands, and then it sat there, and it flew for a while, and then it got some damage, and it sat there, and he worried about, he called it his Queen of the Skies, and he worried about it and what to do with it and where it should be. So since it was originally built for the United States Navy, he gave it to the United States Navy, and it was supposed to go into the museum in Pensacola. And the Smithsonian Institute in Washington called me after Charlie was killed and said, for God's sake, they're letting the plane rot. Will you take it away from the Navy and give it to the Aviation Museum in Northern Connecticut, the New England Museum? And I said, absolutely no, it was given to the Navy, you know, bossy me. And then finally I was talked into it, and I did. And Sikorsky Aircraft restored the airplane